Hello students, parents, and guardians. This video presentation covers topics related to requesting schedules for students who are going to be in 9th grade at Jena High School for the 2021 school year. Please send any questions or concerns that you have to me, Samantha Manning, school counselor at Jena High School at smanning@lasallpsb.com. This presentation contains graduation requirements and other information that are currently in place. If there are any changes in those policies that affect the class of 2024, we will pass that information on to parents, guardians, and students through our website, open house before school starts, and by notices in the Jena Times. In the description of this video and also on the JHS website, there's a link to a Google form that contains the scheduling form for your students. This will replace the paper scheduling forms that students have turned in the past. Once you've completed this form, it will come directly to me, so there's nothing else that you need to do. Be certain you enter an email address on the form that I can use to contact you if I have questions. There's a notes section at the end of the form where I would love for you to leave me any additional information that I may like to know about you. And this is also where you can ask me any questions. These will come directly to me, so anything that you say I will see. If you think of a question or would like to add something or make a change to your schedule request form, once you've submitted it, please don't submit a new form. Just email me to make those changes. There are two different pathways to graduation. TOPS University pathway, which prepares students for success in college and universities, and the Jumpstart TOPS Tech pathway, which prepares students for success in technical and community college programs or the workforce. TOPS Tech pathway requirements: 4 units of English, English 1, 2, 3, and 4, 4 units of math, Algebra 1, Geometry, Algebra 2, Advanced Math typically, 4 units of science, Biology, Chemistry, Physical Science, and students can choose that 4th science to be Physics, Environmental Science, Ag 2, or Anatomy and Physiology. There are 4 social studies units: American history, 1 unit of civics, which contains free enterprise also, and then 2 other units that could be a combination of world history, world geography, or Western civilization. Students need 1/2 unit of health and 1.5 units of PE. The health is a classroom class about health topics, so even if students may have multiple credits of athletic PEs, they still need to be sure that you take that 1/2 unit of health. 2 foreign languages, which are typically Spanish 1 and Spanish 2, taken in 11th and 12th grade. 1 unit of an art, which could be fine art survey, 1 unit of classroom art or music, such as band or choir, and 3 electives for a total of 24 units. The Jumpstart TOPS Tech pathway requires 4 Englishes also: English 1, 2, 3, and 4, or Business English, 4 units of math, Algebra 1, Geometry. The other 2 could be Algebra 2, Financial Math, Math Essentials, Advanced Math. But typically students take Financial Math and Math Essentials in the Jumpstart pathway. 2 sciences, Biology and Physical Science or Environmental Science. 2 social studies, American history and civics. The same health and PE requirements. And 9 electives for a total of 23 credits. The 9 units of Jumpstart electives come from an approved progression of courses determined by the Department of Education. It's important that students take their electives that go together in the same area. The electives taken in 9th and 10th grade are typically courses that can be counted as universal Jumpstart electives and can be used in any pathway toward the total of the 9 units. These common universal electives include IBCA, Quest for Success, JAG, Introduction to Business, Customer Service, and Entrepreneurship. A Jumpstart pathway is a group of related occupational courses that focus on a particular career area. So in other words, it's as though students have a major while they are in high school. In each Jumpstart pathway, students must pass an industry-based certification in order to graduate. They will earn those at Jena High School and then could take them with them into post-secondary education and employment. Students on the Jumpstart curriculum are required to choose a pathway from those we offer at JHS. It's important that they consider what their future career plans are and what their interests are. To enter the Jumpstart pathway, students must sign out of university pathway at the end of their 10th grade year. So this is not something that you choose now at all. It's something that you choose at the end of 10th grade, and then if we leave students in the university pathway unless they are signed out into Jumpstart. Whenever the COVID closures occurred, the Louisiana Department of Education was making some changes to Jumpstart. If we hear of any of those, we will pass that information on. These are the popular Jumpstart pathways at JHS. TOPS is our state's scholarship program. There are 3 different TOPS awards that go toward a university, and then TOPS Tech pays at a technical college. And so for all of these, when it talks about the GPA that they need, a 2.5 on core courses or a 3.0 on core courses, that core GPA is oftentimes lower than their overall GPA that's listed on their report card or their transcript, because a core GPA is only calculated on the English, math, science, social studies, foreign language, and art credits they take. So any A's that they may have made in their electives or their PE classes that inflate their GPA, those would be missing from a core GPA. So this is important even for freshmen to think about, because the grades that they begin to make in 9th grade very much factor into this. And so it's important to keep that in mind if achieving one of these TOPS awards is a goal for your student. You'll see the ACT scores listed there as well, at least a 20 for the TOPS Opportunity Award, and then you get an extra stipend as it goes up. Now the TOPS Tech Award, students need a 17 on the ACT, and they must be in the Jumpstart pathway with at least a 2.5 core GPA. That award will pay at a technical or community college. We have a very popular dual enrollment program at Jena High School. There are 2 ways that students can get dual enrollment credit. And when a student takes dual enrollment, they're enrolled at 2 institutions at the same time. And the course that they take, they get a grade at the dual enrollment institution and at Jena High School. For our welding and certified nursing assistant programs, students go to the Rod Brady campus of the Central Louisiana Technical College. They can begin taking those classes in 11th grade if they're interested in that. They'll go there and take the class and then receive a grade at Rod Brady on their college transcript and at Jena High School on our transcript. We also do a lot of college courses through ULM. Students may take those as early as 10th grade. They have to have at least a 19 on the ACT. There are some other stipulations, but that is the biggest one. And again, students will take those classes online at Jena High School, and then the grade that they earn will be awarded to them at Jena High School and then also at ULM on their college transcript. So I mentioned ACT, and that's for students who are interested in dual enrollment. Taking the ACT in 9th grade is something that they need to do, but any students can begin to take the ACT in 9th grade. We give it at JHS every national test date, which includes 7 times a year. Students need to go to that website, actstudent.org, to create an account and to register and pay for their tests online. It's important that you keep that same account information throughout high school or however long that you continue to test, so that all those test scores will be together. So if you try to access your account and you don't remember your login, do not make a new account. Retrieve your information. Current cost for the test is about $56. It inflates a couple dollars every year, so that may change soon. And students who have qualified for free or reduced lunch at some point can receive 4 fee waivers for the test, but that's in 11th and 12th grade. So if you start to take it early in 9th and 10th grade, you would need to pay for those. But if you're looking at dual enrollment, you need to go ahead and think about scheduling one of those during your 9th grade year. This is the policy for valedictorian, salutatorian honors, just so you're aware of what those requirements are. We have valedictorian, salutatorian only. There's no rounding in the computation of grades to determine those. And beginning with this current class, then all class ranking will be done by numeric grades for purpose of graduation ceremony. Any student who is going to be a valedictorian or salutatorian must have been at their school for a minimum of 2 years. You'll see JAG on the list of courses on the schedule request form. JAG stands for Jobs for America's Graduates. We have a multi-grade JAG program at Jena High School where students could take that every year, 9th through 12th grade. This is a list of the clubs, organizations, and teams we have at Jena High School. We're very proud of the wide variety of things that we can offer our students. I would encourage students to get involved. It makes a large difference in the kind of experience that you have in high school based on the activities that you're involved in, especially if you're interested in any of these clubs that have a class that is related to them. You may want to think about that now, such as 4-H and FFA. You may want to think of taking an ag class. If you are interested in being an FBLA, you'll need to take IBCA or Introduction to Business, one of those business courses. This is a typical 9th grade schedule, just so you can have an idea before you go over to the form. Usually students, they'll take English 1 or English 1 honors, Algebra 1 or Algebra 1 honors, or Geometry honors. So if you've taken algebra in 8th grade, you'll need to take geometry or geometry honors. Any of those classes that has the honors notation with them means that they take the standard curriculum and they enrich it some for students who excel in that area. So if you're interested in taking honors courses, please indicate that on there. Physical science, civics, quest for success, and introduction to business computer applications. Those are not required. Those are just electives that I recommend. If you would rather take JAG instead of that quest for success, that's an okay option too. Introduction to business computer applications had been a requirement at times. It is not a requirement anymore, but I do think it is a very beneficial class for students to take so that they know how to type properly, to save their documents as they begin to type more papers and that kind of thing. So I encourage you to consider that. Health and PE, and elective. So again, the link to the Google form that you'll need to fill out to request your classes is in the description of this video, and it is also on the JHS website. If you have any questions or concerns, or need to contact me at any time, please email me. Thank you.